ladies and gentlemen, I bring you a serious contender for 2014 Game of the Year here. Just kidding, this game is garbage. I know I shouldn't be surprised. Licensed games, especially modern ones, are usually total rubbish, especially when aimed at a younger audience. Especially when that younger audience is female, because girls are not allowed to appreciate a good game and can't enjoy it like a boy can, says the patriarchy. Patriarchal nonsense aside, I was legitimately disappointed here with Hello Kitty Kruisers on Wii U. Not like, wow, this is a bad game, but wow, this is a really bad game, and I honestly thought it would be decently entertaining. I'm a pretty big fan of Hello Kitty. Not like a huge fan. I don't have Sanrio stuff in my house, although I would. But I do think she's a cute character, and I think the other Sanrio characters are pretty cute, and they make me happy. I also like rare and uncommon games, and knowing that this was a Wii U game printed in very low numbers, I know that this is going to be a rare game in the future. It was a rare game when I bought it, 8 years ago? I think I paid $90 for it 8 years ago, and I know that those prices are just going to keep going up as the Wii U eventually is going to get the Dreamcast sort of a reputation. Sure, the main reason I ordered this was actually just, this is a rare Wii U game, but I honestly did think this would be your typical Mario Kart clone, and dumb but fun. And I was very, very, very wrong. I've got another friend who's got this game, and after I mentioned having bought this, Jordan said the game plays so slowly, and he is absolutely right. If you're familiar with Mario Kart, think about how Mario Kart's difficulties are listed by speed. 50cc is slow, easy. 100cc is normal. 150cc is fast or hard. And in Mario Kart 8, 200cc is when you go to plaid and always lose. Well, in that frame, Hello Kitty Kruisers would be like 10 or 15cc. And there are no difficulty settings here. It's just really, really slow. It plays a bit like Diddy Kong Racing on N64, except like the less successful and crappier sister of Diddy Kong Racing. And it kind of looks like it too. The character models themselves look okay, and it doesn't literally look this bad, but it kind of has a bit of a 5th gen feel. And this, honestly, I think could have been on a 6th gen console, just at a lower resolution. What I meant when I said it was like Diddy Kong Racing is that some races are done in carts, some races are done in boats, and some races are done in planes. As far as game modes go, there are 3. Quick Race, Tournament, and Adventure. I started with Tournament since it seemed like the most straightforward and would unlock characters and stuff. There are 4 tournaments, and you unlock each one by beating the previous tournament. Each tournament has 4 races. Sounds a lot like Mario Kart so far. At no point after the first 10 seconds of each race was I ever out of first place, for all 16 races across the 4 tournaments. The AI would make President Trump look like a Rhodes Scholar. I saw racers driving the wrong way. I saw racers driving in circles. I saw racers driving straight into the walls and just sort of staying there, wheels spinning. During one race, I lapped every single opponent twice because they all decided to just drive into the same rock wall all at once. If you haven't gathered yet, this game is laughably easy. I can't imagine 4-year-olds having any difficulty with this game. Now that said, this might be a good game if you've got young children you want to start gaming. You know, this is a good entry level, but for the average gamer, no. Any difficulty to be had here is not due to level design. They're literally more uninspired than any racing game I've ever played, and it's not going to be due to the cheap AI. The difficulty, if you can find some, is going to be due to the crappy floaty controls. The planes control just fine. The cars are okay, they're slippery, but it's not awful. The boats, though, dear God, the boats are the floatiest things in the world. You try to turn the boat. You will face the direction you are trying to go, but the boat's just gonna nope in the same direction you've been going sideways. Normally, this isn't a huge problem, because the AI is so useless. But enter Adventure Mode. Adventure Mode is really just 20 challenge levels, and those are just the same 4 or 5 things repeated 5 times. Collect every cupcake in the time limit, drive through every gate in the time limit, complete 1 lap in the time limit, collect 99 apples in the time limit, so on and so forth. Of these 20 levels, I beat 19 in one attempt. The third to last one, though, collecting cupcakes in that damn floaty boat, that one genuinely took me like a dozen tries. It's not that the game is hard. It's not that there are cleverly and challengingly designed levels. It's that the boat is broken, with zero semblance of control or precision. This level, you've got a minute to collect 12 cupcakes, and it's a moderately twisty river course. Well, I say river, but it was really more of a lackadaisical creek. Anyway, the first 4 cupcakes are in 2 pairs side by side. I first tried getting one, turning around, and then getting the other before continuing, clearly overestimating the ability of my motorboat to do literally anything I told it to, and I failed spectacularly. I then thought, well, this course isn't that long, I could probably grab one as I go by, and then just pick up the other 2 after finishing a lap in the last few seconds. And that is what you're supposed to do, and that would have been fine in any other stage, if it weren't for a couple problems. Problem A, the aforementioned impossibility of the boat to steer. Problem B, the hit detection is ridiculous. Sometimes you can miss an object entirely and it counts as a hit. And sometimes you will go straight through it and the game won't register that you've hit it. This is rather problematic in stages where collect the soggy cupcakes is the objective. Problem C, the banks of this creek seem to have the gravitational pulls of neutron stars. God forbid you brush up against a pixel of the riverbank. Your boat is going to be in its death grip, and it will take you a good 3 to 4 seconds to break out. And when the creek is just a series of 90-degree angles, that makes this level pretty tough. The racers are all identical in terms of performance, and while there does seem to be some real performance differences between the various carts, boats, and planes, there's no stats screen anywhere, so who knows what's better than what in what area? It's a total crapshoot. This is most noticeable with the boats. The motorboats feel faster, but are literally impossible to steer with any precision whatsoever, while the hover boats are slower, but if you really try hard and sacrifice a virgin or 2 to an eldritch god, you actually can steer it. Sort of. Every second Tuesday. Straight up, this game is garbage. Unless you're going for a full set for Wii U or Switch, or you particularly like collecting low-print games like me, don't bother with this one. Don't even waste your time emulating it, or downloading a cheap digital version. It's rubbish. Are you or your kids fans of Hello Kitty? I don't care. Still don't buy this game. It will just hurt you on the inside. I beat and unlocked everything, all 16 tournament races, and all 20 adventure courses, in like an hour and a half, and I still feel like I wasted an hour and a half of my life. My rating for Hello Kitty Kruisers on iOS, Wii U, and Switch is an F.